guys, it's Stephanie from the UNA Spanish School. We teach you the local way of speaking Spanish. On this video, we are going to show a review of 3 amazing books to learn Spanish. I wanted to show you a little bit inside them, the pros and cons, so you have the best resources to learn Spanish. Let's go. So, the first book is called Learn Spanish, the Fast and Fun Way. It is a 3rd edition by Gene Hammitt. And this book, to be honest, is for a beginner Spanish level. Let's start with the pros. In this book, you will find the pronunciation of every single word from the exercises. So, you will learn new vocabulary, new expressions, and so on. Meanwhile, you will work on the pronunciation of them. So it is definitely something really positive because you are working on 2 skills simultaneously. For example, on page number 5, there is an exercise about getting to know people. There is an 8 lines conversation between Mark and an airport employee. And you will find 2 lines, the Spanish one and then the English line. And above the Spanish line, there is the Spanish pronunciation, of course. And what do you have to do? You have to imitate it by reading it. So it is really great. Sounds great, isn't it? Let's do it together. Here we go. Mark Smith, his wife Mary, their daughter and son have just arrived at the Barajas airport near Madrid, Spain, and are looking for their luggage, the eternal problem for all tourists. Mark approaches an airline employee. Buenos días, señor. Busco mis maletas. Good morning, sir. I'm looking for my suitcases. The employee, el empleado. Bien, ¿cómo se llama? Okay, what's your name? Mark said, Me llamo Mark Smith. My name is Mark Smith. El employee, ¿Dónde vive? Where do you live? Mark, Vivo en los Estados Unidos. I live in the United States. El empleado, ¿Y el número de su vuelo? And number of your flight? Mark, el vuelo 303 de Nueva York. 303 from New York. El empleado, un momento, por favor. One moment, please. How is it? Easy, right? How was the exercise? Did you like it? I hope so. Well, now I'm going to talk about something negative about this book. To be honest, it is a pretty good book because what I mentioned before. However, there is something negative. The book focuses only on a kind of holidays or vacations context. For example, it has many exercises when you are at the airport or at the hotel, at a restaurant, and so on. So if you are looking for different kind of situation, this is not the best one. But in general, it is an amazing book. Okay, let's continue with the second book, which is called A Spanish Grammar Workbook by Esther Santamaria Iglesias. Talking about the level, I could say this book is for elementary, intermediate, or advanced Spanish level. The reason is because this book includes 500 different exercises, which are graded by using a small sun size. So it means if there is only 1 sun, you will find an elementary exercise. 2 suns, it will be an intermediate exercise. And of course, 3, it will be an advanced exercise. So this book the book has too many advantages. The first one, it is a really interactive book because you will find crossword, matched sentences, true or false exercises, writing, comparing, organizing, and many, many others. So I consider you will never be bored by doing these exercises. In addition, on page 294, you will find the answer key, so you can check if your exercises are correct or if there is any mistake. Okay, let's do an exercise together. On page 175, exercise 316, there is an activity where you will study the use of gerund by linking up 3 parts of 6 sentences. For example, the first one will be A for B. Los deportistas están jugando al tenis. Second one, B5C. El fontanero está arreglando la cañería. Number 3, C1F. Yo estoy sustituyendo al actor principal. Number 4, D2E. Mis amigos y yo estamos preparando una cena sorpresa. 5. Isidro está componiendo una nueva melodía. And the last one, F3D. Tú estás cansado de tanto correr. To conclude, this book is an amazing book to practice grammar. However, if you want to learn about grammar, this is not the best one because you will not find any explanation about Spanish grammar. You will find only exercises, 500. So that is the only negative aspect I could mention about it. To finish, I'm going to talk about our last book, Spanish Short Stories for Beginners by Charles Mendel. Of course, this book is for beginners because it has many basic structures and basic vocabulary. This book is really amazing because you will practice your Spanish by reading stories. As I mentioned before, the structures used are pretty simple, so it will be so easy to understand. And there is a repetition of vocabulary on purpose, so you can store these new words and general expressions. And at the beginning of every single story, there is an amazing summary, okay? I think it is amazing because it is pretty clear about what you will learn by reading this story. For instance, on page 17, there is the story number 2, and it says, the following is a crude story about a mysterious case that is about to be solved by the police chief of a city where there are no newspapers and murders are socially accepted. This story will help you with demographic classification, old, young, women, men, and so on. Question building, WH elements, numbers from 1 to 10, face parts, and facial expressions. So when you read this summary, you will be aware about what kind of topics you will learn about. So it is pretty clear and it makes pretty easy to get this new information. Let's read together just the first part of this story. Story number 2, 10 cuadras. It is on page 18. Santa Rita era una ciudad llena de misterios, donde a veces ocurrían hechos extraños y sin precedentes. Sin embargo, en aquella ciudad no existían los periódicos ni la prensa, ya que aquellos que se inmiscuían en asuntos ajenos se volvían locos por no poder lidiar con los detalles detrás de los crímenes y apariciones. Words like ciudad, extraños, periódicos, prensa, inmiscuían, asuntos ajenos, locos, lidiar y apariciones are highlighted in bold. So it means that at the end of the story you will find the meaning of every single word that was mentioned before. For example, ciudad means city. So that is how you will get new vocabulary. Okay? And this word is repeated on purpose throughout the story. If you love stories and if you want to improve especially your vocabulary, I highly recommend this book. The only negative aspect, stories are pretty long, to be honest. So if you don't like reading, probably this is not the book for you. Guys, it was everything for today. Thank you so much. If you want to buy any of these books, there is a link where you will find more information about it. Thank you so much. Ciao.